Hello, it's Davida here. Welcome to my series, Go for the Very Best. God has great expectations for you. Now, on today's program, we'll be talking about expectations. We'll be talking about expectations that God has for you. Now, in John chapter 14, verse 12, Jesus says, "Anyone who believes in me will do the same things that I do. They will even do greater things than these because I go to my Father." Now that shows me that God has big ideas for you. He has big things for you to accomplish. He has great expectations for you. And that is because He's put great things in you. He knows your potential. He knows what He's invested in you. You know, God Himself is in you. He's invested Himself in you. And He wants to do great things through you. But the challenge is, when you have great expectations and you're thinking on God's ideas, like Peter did when he saw Jesus walking on water and chose to walk. He asked Jesus to let him come onto the water with him, and he walked on water just like Jesus did. Not everybody has these expectations. Not everybody has these same ideas for you. So you find it difficult because they try to hold you back with their expectations. So you have people who do not understand the thoughts that you have because you've been meditating on God's thoughts. They don't know the dreams that God has put into your heart. They don't understand the desires that God is working up in you. They try to hold you back when you try to do the things that God is asking you to do. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to justify yourself to everybody who comes to ask you why you're doing what you're doing. You need to remember the voice that you're hearing, the voice of the Good Shepherd that says, "Follow me, I will make you. I will make you great. I will make you into what I've put in you to be." Follow that voice. Bartimaeus was a blind beggar who had heard of the great things that Jesus had been doing. These stories caused faith to rise in him. He had faith in his heart to be able to see. He wanted to see. He heard that Jesus was coming his way, and he called out to Jesus. He said, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." Now the people around him had different expectations. They didn't expect him to get healed. They didn't have the same faith that was working in his heart. They tried to shut him down, but he wouldn't shut up. He kept on shouting, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." And Jesus heard that voice of faith. He heard that cry of faith. And Jesus stopped and said, "Bring him to me." And Jesus healed him, and his eyes, his blind eyes, were opened. So I'm saying to you today, God has great things in store for you because you spend time with him in his word, because you spend time talking to him throughout the day. He sows his seeds in you. He's sowing his desires in you. He's sowing seeds of greatness in you. And he expects you to walk on water, to carry out his desires, to do even the greater things that he has assigned and planned for you to do. Now, I would say to you today, don't hold back and don't delay. Go out and be everything that God has created you to be. I look forward to seeing you in my next program.